Hello, how are you all? Kalimera, Kalispera, depending on where you are in the world. This is Kathy from Divine Debut for your daily Divine Spread. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope that you're all well. Here's our divine message. We've got 3 cards and I'll take them all as they all fell out. Okay, today is the 4th of April of 2020 and it's a big time, astrologically speaking. We've just had Venus moving into the sign of Gemini, so it will be in there for a while as it's going to be retrograding there in that sign. The sign of Gemini is all about communication. Okay, and we know that also Gemini, the house of Gemini, deals with siblings, neighbors, people that are close to our periphery. Venus can be something beautiful, it can be love, it can be something of value to you, it can also be a project. We know Gemini could also be the sign of collaboration, working together. And we also have Neptune and Mercury together. Mercury's just jumped over Neptune. As I've been saying in my previous videos, we know that Mercury is communication. It is the ruling planet actually of Gemini and Virgo, but it's all about business. It's all about, speaking, communicating, sending out those messages. Neptune can be a lot about confusion, and Mercury, has been in the sign of Pisces for quite some time as it retrograded there, and that's when this coronavirus began. So Mercury having passed over Neptune can be anything to do with health, anything to do with medicines, drugs, things of escapism. But it can also be unconditional love. So I feel as though clarity will come to the confusion, anything to do with these matters that I've just mentioned. Mercury is racing towards some sort of an ending of a cycle, as it will be finishing up in Pisces very soon. Now, ahead of us in the next few hours, we've got Venus trining Saturn. So that's a beautiful aspect, as trines are very positive. Venus, again, the goddess of love, the goddess of values, the goddess of even those 5 senses of ours, okay, because she rules Taurus and Libra. The Venus is the goddess of harmony as well, and in a beautiful aspect to Saturn. Saturn can be tough. This is help getting through that difficult locked up door, but Saturn can also be materializing. Venus can be money, materializing the physicality of things. So this is the crystallizing of things that we value. Okay, and this is us receiving after that hard work. Also, in the next 16 hours, Jupiter and Pluto are conjuncting. They are coming together. This is huge. This is massive. I'm hoping to bring you something today, a bit of a message for a lot of you. It will be a little bit of astrology, just a talk on things. So I will leave that as is for now. Let's go on to the tarot. We've got 3 messages in the Karma Dharma. Okay, and what's interesting is that for those of you that follow me on social media, you'll know that I upload a message from the Mythic Oracle daily, and today's message was Mire, which in Greek means fate, Mira. So it's interesting to see that on that card there are 3 people, 3 fates, okay, and we've got 3 cards here. And for those of you that want the message about that, please follow me on social media. I do have the message coming through to you on Instagram and Facebook as well. So all the addresses, the links are in the description box below. Let's have a look at these cards. What are they? Okay, we have the Tower. Wow. we have the Emperor. And we also have the Hermit. And yesterday's message was the Hermit, if I'm not mistaken. I do a few readings a day. So we have Virgo, we have Aries, Taurus, and we have also here Uranus is Pluto. Uranus for me, the tower is Uranus, I wanted to say. Wow, talk about confusion, right? I wanted to say that the ascension that is happening now on humanity, with humanity, is bringing a lot of confusion, but also a lot of psychic energies. So things are coming out of my mouth. I have to go with that. The tower, as I was saying, is Uranus for me transiting through the sign of Taurus. Taurus is Venetian ruled. Taurus is our values. But the tower is also, it deals with Scorpio and Pluto. Pluto is huge. We know that Pluto conjuncting with Jupiter is going to bring massive transformation. And we can also see that Pluto, because it does deal with death, we are seeing massive souls exiting this 3D plane. Unfortunately, the tower is a sudden, abrupt change, a sudden epiphany. I feel with the Emperor here, as this is very Saturnian to me. And it is the time of Aries, as you can see here. We do have the glyph of Aries. Whatever has been difficult, whatever we've needed to work on, to work through, to stand strong in, take charge, is suddenly going to bring the clarity, the change here, the shift. Also, the Emperor, if this is someone in your life on a personal level that's been very Saturnian, they've been very tough, that boss, that parent, that partner that's been very closed off and not open to what you have seen, what you have connected with, because this is a card of spirituality. Virgo is all about the details, right? The Hermit is also a lot to do with spirit, as this person is seeing the light. They are being enlightened. Okay, we are taking the time out, as the Hermit does, before we can come out to the world. So whatever we are manifesting through different layers of our being, whether it's on the mundane or whether it's anything to do with religion, what are our beliefs? I do feel also that our beliefs are changing drastically. And I do see that there are two energies here that are changing drastically. So we have the spiritual side and we have the Martian energy here of the Emperor. Mars is also our passion. It's what we use to cut through things, cut through difficulties. And again, the Emperor can also be someone who's quite aggressive, Martian ruled. The Tower is going to bring things into perception, into a conclusion of much change. I love the Tower. A lot of you that follow me know that the Tower is one of my favorite cards. Now, the Emperor could also be someone who is elderly in your own personal lives, someone who is going through drastic change here. I will be taking a card, obviously, on the Tower here. I want to see what that's all about. And we know, again, that the Emperor is someone who's been through their own personal lessons in their life. The Tower could also be them passing on. And this could be sudden, I'm afraid to say. We know soon that Mars is going to be squaring Uranus. I will keep you informed about that in the next few days, but we know that Mars and Uranus can be quite accidental. It's, accidents happening. Slow down if you are driving. Wherever you are going to, take it slowly, take it one step at a time. We know that the Emperor, being Aries, can be, that aggression, and we want to rush into things. Take your time. As we know, the Tower can also be anything to do with thunder, lightning. any physical phenomenons as well. And Mars and Uranus can also be earthquakes. So let's just be in this energy at this time, try and see things from a higher perspective. And if you deal with someone that is very, progressed spiritually, they've been very open to the energies and you need the advice, as the Hermit and the Emperor can both be advisors. Okay, this could be, I suppose, two different people in your lives. They could be parents, let's say, because they're both elderly. They could be giving you the clarity and also the advice that's going to behoove you. And this may also open your eyes to what is going on in the world. Okay, let's take some more cards. So today being the 4th of April of 2020, please Spirit. Now for those of you that are watching this on another day, whenever you watch this video, it is important for you. The message will be for you on that day. Archangel Michael, Archangel Losche, please guide us. We have the 4 of Wands. Let's cut the cards. 4 of Wands is at the foundation. Let's take what is hidden from us, what we don't see. We have the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. In the recent past, 8 of Pentacles. In the now position, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini. This is Venus in the sign of Gemini. What is on our mind? What are our thoughts? 8 of Cups, and in this deck here, he does seem quite stuck. Usually we see someone walking away with the 8 of Cups here in this deck. Someone is desolate. They're very down. They feel hopeless. Now this is the Cosmic Tarot if you're interested. Let's see what the action and advice is. And we have the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So we've got the Page and the Knight. We know that the Knight of Wands is all about taking the action. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? And we have the 2 of Pentacles, treading carefully. Okay, I will be taking more cards on that. What is the divine message, please, Spirit, for today, 4th of April of 2020? And we have the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. If this is not for you a romantic reading, well, this just means some sort of a bond, getting close with someone. 2 of Cups is a soulmate energy. Soulmates are not only lovers, as we know. And what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the 5 of Wands. So quite a few wands, a lot of fire, a lot to do with Mars. And we know that also, the energies of fire. Fire means we're wanting to act, react, try and keep yourself calm, cool and collected, as this time could be quite passive-aggressive, as Saturn and Mars have come together, and therefore we're wanting to move forward but not able to. Okay, so let's have a look at the reading. Okay, so 4 of Wands at the foundation does talk about stabilizing something. This could also be a marriage. This could also be anything to do with family. As the 4 of Wands, I see it as a home. It is already in the foundation, so it's got a lot to do with family. For others of you, this has got to do with a committed partnership, a marriage, or some sort of a celebration. Okay, 4 of Wands is in the distant past position, so it is the seed of the reading here. Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, is someone usually who is very much about taking risks. Again, it's the minor arcana of the Fool. So I see it very much as Aries qualities, where someone is wanting to begin something, and they're wanting to create something. Now, the Page of Wands I see as someone who is very worldly, someone who likes to go on adventures. They like to expand their knowledge through discovery, okay? And the Page of Wands could also be a message that is coming through that is going to bring a spark to you in your life. Again, it could be the beginning of creating something. So through some message that is coming in for you that you don't know about, and this could be coming from a fire sign, no doubt, someone who's got fire, strong fire in their chart. This is going to bring you an incentive of wanting to start to create something or wanting to take a risk on something. In the recent past with the Eight of Pentacles, this is the Virgo card. It is sitting right next to the Hermit. We know that Virgo is all about health. It's our daily routine, pets. Virgo is also about the details. So in the recent past, we've been doing work. We've been looking at the details, preparing things for tomorrow when we're able to get out and show that to the world. As we know that after Virgo comes Libra, that's others, it's relationships, it's partnerships of all types. Now the Eight of Pentacles, again, Virgo is all about, it can be quite I can't even say the word, discriminative, where they can be nitpicky and, pointing the flaws out of something. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo that could be pointing things out to you. It doesn't have to be in a negative way. This could be just someone pointing to something that you've missed, let's say. And again, Virgo does speak of something pure, something very grounding, something very real, pure, and I'm going to say it's what you see is what you get. So there is nothing that Virgo will keep from you. Virgo will not keep things from you. They will more than likely bring them to your attention. So what you see is what you get with Virgo, and that's what I feel here with this card. So you can trust. You can trust this person on whatever is going on here around anything to do with work as well. Now the Lovers in the now position, Gemini, again, this could be a head over heart decision, but this is a very strong relationship. This is two people that are wanting to come together. Obviously, things are not allowing for such relationships to be, physically bonding. This could even talk of an emotional bond, as we've got the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is more about being emotional. The card here, the Two of Cups, in the position of the divine, is saying that this fork in the road, this blockage where people cannot come together, people that are on the same page, people that have the same understanding and the same wants and needs, not being able to come together and produce whatever it is they're supposed to produce. I say that the bond is deepening. It is becoming much stronger. Absence does make the heart grow fonder, and I feel that this is what is mainly showing up for me with these two cards. For those of you that are together with your soulmate, with your twin flame, this again is already your very close-knit, and this again is even bringing a higher level of commitment, as we know that in times of difficulty, it can either be a burden on your relationship, as I know many people could be at odds with their partner because of the fear and everything that's going around in the world, but also this could be two people coming together. So it can go either way, and I'm going to say that I feel that the relationships that are going to withstand and overcome this period of time are the ones that are going to make it in the long run. So this is a very testing time where relationships of all sorts have got to do with. So they will be shown to you. The flaws will be pointed out. The lack of commitment will be shown to you. And that's going to be a massive awakening, I believe. Now, what's on our mind is that Eight of Cups, some of you may be stuck in a situation and you're saying, I wish I had done this earlier. I wish I had left this situation earlier, physically, I mean. For those of you that are wanting to get out of a situation that did not fulfill you, that did not fill you with happiness, you're really stuck now, and this is the realization that you're having. That's what I feel here. And I do feel also that because of Neptune in the sign of Pisces and Mercury there, I feel that a lot of you are realizing that the first moment that the door is open, you will be escaping something. So moving away from something that did not make you happy. Now, in the action and advice, we have the Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the Prince. More than likely, it is a Leo. We've got the Lion here. Even though the Knight of Wands for me is usually Sagittarius, I'm going to say Leo and Sag. Aries has already been mentioned here as well. This is someone that's, wanting to move towards their desires. And again, this could speak of aggression for me, as someone is wanting to move forward and they're not able to. Now, the Lion here does point to me towards the card of strength. This person is someone that is used to moving around. They could be someone who travels a lot for work, or someone that's just on the go all the time. We know that this Knight is very free-spirited, and he is using all his power to try and keep him sane. For those of you that are dealing with this person, they're wanting to break free from this situation, whatever it is, whether it's a physical lockdown, or whether it's a heart that wants to run free for whatever reason, and he cannot run free as the situation does not allow it. There could be aggression here, I feel. For others of you, this could also be depression. After aggression, depression, if you don't have any routes of escaping all that Martian energy, then that can turn inwards and turn into depression. So I'm going to say that try and exercise, use a physical means to take that pressure off, whether this is getting together with your partner, if you know what I mean, exercising with your partner, doing whatever you can to unload, okay? Now, the Five of Wands being at the bottom of the deck, this is someone that's ready to have a fight. These two people are ready to have an argument. So this could be healthy competition, but it could go the other way as well. So make sure that you are using this Martian energy in a productive way, everyone. Now, the Two of Pentacles, a choice. We've got a choice here. Someone is wondering whether they send out that message or not. They're trying to make ends meet where their finances are concerned. They're juggling between decisions. This could mean many things. What I'd like to do now is have a look at that Tower. The Tower, and what's that all about? I'm going to say, for those of you that have been dealing with a very Saturnian person, as I said, you may be in a relationship where there is no level of spirituality here in the Emperor. He is, he's very mundane. He's very much about the practical side of things, whereas the Hermit is the total opposite. For those of you that are in a bond like that, and you're very unhappy. Some of you may have already been in touch, or you may have connected with someone that is on the same level as you, spiritually, emotionally, and through spirit, and, you know, coming together with a soulmate. And we know that even friendships can turn into romance if the chemistry is there. I feel with the lovers here in the Two of Cups that those of you that are stuck in a situation emotionally and haven't been able to move, we do have the Page and then the Knight of Wands. So there is a maturation where someone is getting ready to take action on what they desire to manifest. This is a very big time of decision making. Let's take this Tower. Now this could be a sudden epiphany with the Tower here. Let's take that card. What's that about? We have the Five of Swords. Wow. And the Five of Swords is not an easy energy. Now usually we see three people in a situation here and they're ready to do battle. This does say that one has got the upper hand from the others. But here we see someone that is not taking any action. They've put their swords down and he is looking to the ethers for the answers. So whatever this shift is, there's going to be conflict. It's a very conflictual energy. Someone seems to be quite restricted here by their, I feel the lack of clarity, the lack of perception. Five of Swords, it's all about our perception. So someone is waiting for the answers. Let's take the cards. Two cards wanted to come out here, and we have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Oh my God. We had these same two cards yesterday. Seven of Cups is very Piscean. Someone is missing someone greatly with this Three of Swords here. 3 and 5 is 8 swords. Someone is feeling chained and bound. You know what? The Tower is not really giving me much information on what this is all about, as we've got the card of confusion. Someone is obviously heartbroken here. Again, there are 3 people in this card, but there is a lot of confusion here and illusion. I'm going to take the Sybillas on this position and see. Now, with the Seven of Cups, again, it's Piscean. Pisces is what we cannot see, what is hidden. I'm going to take some Sybillas on that, but I'll take the Two of Pentacles first of all, as I want to see more about the outcome here. So we've got the 7 and 8 of Cups here. Someone, I feel, had an awakening and they were very confused. They did not take action, and now they're stuck in a situation. And obviously, because of the lockdown, not able to take action on what they perceive or what they want to move away from. Let's take that Two of Pentacles here in the action, in the conclusion. Okay, the outcome here. And we have the Ten of Wands. Wow, heavy burden. Cycles finishing though. 10 of Wands does speak of a burden that you may be needing to put down. We know that 10s complete a cycle, and here is the Ace of Wands, which is in the hidden position. Let's take one more. And we have the World card here. And this again could be a message that's coming through from someone who's at a distance. The World does speak of the ending of a cycle. It has been tough. I love the World card here, everyone. Absolutely. Look at that amazing card. This is Venus, the goddess of love, money, wealth, values. Okay, she is the prize that is given from above as this cycle, this karmic cycle, is going to be coming to an end. Now, this is a major cycle for many. This is a minor cycle for some of you. Let's take the Two of Cups in the divine position. Let's take a little bit more information from that. And we have the Strength card, as I mentioned before. I do feel that this card, the Leo card, the Strength card, was here again yesterday. So some of you obviously are trying to be strong. You're trying to be courageous for your partner, for your beloved, for the people you love. Let's take the Princess of Wands in the hidden position, which is the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is growth. Okay, growth and expansion. This is also collaboration. And as you can see in this card here, someone is ready to fall off that ladder. So this message that's coming through is going to bring the other person that will receive will be quite in shock. Well, in shock doesn't have to be a nasty shock. It could also be a good shock. And I believe that usually with a Tower we say, oh, it's terrible. It is really terrible. Yes, it starts off, the perception of the Tower is destruction, but through that destruction comes in a birth, comes in newness. Okay, and also we could start building on a strong foundation. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So money issues, and also not being able to, feeling helpless, I want to say, with that Five of Pentacles. Let's look at the general energy, which is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, what's that about? And we've got the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands with the Five of Wands right there. It's hard to see. I'm going to move the cards over for you a little bit. Okay. Queen of Wands would be a Leo more than likely for most of you. And the Queen of Wands is someone who is very creative, someone who's very generous, very giving. The Queen of Wands is the person that's going to take action. She's not going to sit there and just mull over things. So we do have a water sign which is stuck, and that could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Pisces is mainly the water sign, I would say. We also Scorpio, I'm going to have to say, with that Tower. I do feel that there's going to be some leader. This is someone who is, I'm going to say, could also be Aries, as we do have the Page of Wands, which I do see as Aries. Queen of Wands could be a leader that's taking the initiative. She's going to be the person who's going to start building on some new foundation. I don't know what that is, on if that's on a collective scale or on a personal scale, but I love the energy of the Queen of Wands here. Okay, and she is a royal, so she's wearing a crown. She is a queen. So I don't know what that means particularly for this reading, but I want to take a card on the Lovers. The Lovers, which is, wow, a divine couple. Ace of Swords, clarity and communication comes through where love is concerned. I'm going to take one more card on this Seven of Cups on top of the Tower. We do have the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups and the Lovers here. The Seven of Cups is very similar in the background, as we could see that this is all about a bond, a union, but also we've got the Three of Swords, which could be someone has invited themselves into some sort of a bond, and this is the outsider here. I would say more than likely it could be an air sign. Let's take another card, and we've got the Star. So could this be an Aquarian? The star also means hope, healing, the future. This is also wish fulfillment. And the star does speak of, you know, it's the star is Aquarius, and Aquarius is the house of earned income. It's the house of groups and associations, the humanitarian, okay? And also Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So this is also, this can speak of freedom as well, as this is also the sign of liberation, Aquarius is. So let's take some Sybillas right now. I want to have a look at this position here. So 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. What just stood out to me here is the crown here in this cup here, which is also on the head of the Queen of Wands. So this could be one of your choices, one of the choices that you are confused about, which choice to make, which cup of these to take. Let's take 3 Sybillas here. We have Domestico. Domestico is the butler. This is some very karmic situation, I'm going to say, that trust again comes up with the Strength card and the Domestico. We know that the Domestico is supposedly a helping energy, but there is not much help here, as he works for his own accord, for his own gain. We have Allegrezza al Cuore, which is also merriment and happiness, but there's 3 people here, I'm going to say. And we also have the Donna Maritata, so the mother with the children, but this is also very similar to the Empress qualities. So very motherly, very strong manifestation that the Donna Maritata provides. She's all about loving, nurturing, providing. So what I'm going to say is that for those of you that don't believe that this change that comes in with the Tower, if you don't believe that it's going to behoove you and you're distrusting, then that's up to you. But the star is showing us the way. And I want to also point out that for those of you that haven't been out to have a look at the sky, the night sky, Venus, the goddess of love, the goddess of beauty and everything wonderful, we can see her in the sky at night. She has moved into the Pleiades, that constellation of stars, and that's a beautiful, beautiful sign at this time. I will be mentioning that later down the track. Keep in touch. Don't forget to press that subscribe button and to give me a like, please, as I will keep you posted about what's going on. But we know that with a star here, again, this is talking about the hope of expansion and manifestation. This is also the hoping that the divine will give you, source will give you the healing from whatever you have been hurt from with that 3 of Swords. And we know that Uranus was also the... Uranus is the name of the god of the skies. Okay, Uranus was the sky. And Gaia is the earth. And we know that they were the parents of Saturn. So Uranus, the sky, is going to bring hope to us. Do not give up. Do not give up on believing. What I'm going to do now, I think I will leave it at that. That's enough, as messages can get mixed up. If there's too many, I'm going to take my handwritten cards. I want to give you a couple of messages. I will be looking at the Queen of Wands, I will be looking at the Page of Wands in the hidden position and also the Knight of Wands, as everyone's situation is different, so you need messages from different people in this reading. Let's have a look at that Princess of Wands. After you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. And that's like very similar to the Three of Swords. Someone is very upset. The Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands. We do have the Knight of Wands and we've got the Queen of Wands. That's interesting here. Please forgive me. I want another chance with you, says the Prince of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, what's her message to us? I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. How interesting. How interesting indeed. I would like to take one message on the Emperor in the Karma Dharma position. I need you, I still love you, please come to me. Very demanding, right? Okay, let's take a message from Spirit, everyone, for today, the 4th of April. What does Spirit want us to know? So, Archangels, please guide me. What is the message from you today for everyone? Okay, and we have dream talk. Dream talk. And it says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. And I do feel that that's what the Tower is. Okay, as this card here can be very dreamy, it's very Neptunian. Neptune is all about dreams. And I do feel that this is the clarity and the understanding through your dreams. So pay attention. And when we say dreams, not only your dream state, but also for those of you that are in a meditative state, whether you're washing the dishes, whether you are washing your balcony, whatever you're doing, whenever you are taking time alone, pay attention to those signs, very important. But most of all, I will leave you with this, and the World card here speaks hugely to me. And this is saying that some sort of a cycle is obviously done. The work has been done. Now the epiphany will come to us. So I'd love to hear your comments about what that is. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Love and light and healing to all of you.